Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a recap edition of the Shots Fired podcast. As usual, and as always, you got your boy Big Joe with you today. I don't have the fellas with me. It's a work day for most of the guys. I happen to have some time, so I'm going to just, do it solo today. Hope you enjoy it. So what we're covering today, the Cowboys beating down of the Carolina Panthers. And there's a lot you can say based on what you saw yesterday. Are you confident in this team? Is this team legit? You beat a 3-0 Panthers team that was giving up, I believe it was 45 yards a game rushing. And not only did you do it in convincing fashion, but you had your two running backs, carry the game basically. Now, Dak threw 14 to 22 for 188 yards, but he had 4 touchdowns. And it was a quiet 4 touchdowns. It didn't seem like Dak was, slinging the rock, but 4 touchdowns, and 2 of those went to the tight ends, Jarwin and Schultz. Those guys continue to make plays. They are the safety net for Dak. When Dak's in trouble, when Dak needs some yards, those are the Novaceks that we have. Now, I'm not saying they're Jay Novacek. I'm not saying they're Jason Witten. But we may have something with these 2 tight ends. He also threw a bomb to Amari for a touchdown. And Cedric Wilson got in on the action with what looked like, you're playing Madden and you hit that circle button and you hit that spin. Got him. So, Cowboys look nice. Zeke ran for a touchdown. He also had 143 yards on 20 carries. Tony Pollard had 10 rushes, 67 yards. It was a Zeke-heavy game, but Zeke looked like the Zeke from his first couple of years in the league. The rest that he's been getting is starting to show dividends. Mike McCarthy may be a little smarter than everybody gave him credit for because he said, hey, we're not going to put heavy miles on Zeke. He's already, gone 4 years with heavy usage. We'll slow it down some. So, the Cowboys, they're looking nice. They're 3-1. We are at the top of the NFC least. We do have the Giants coming up. We also have that defense starting to look like they might be legit. You have Trayvon Diggs with 2 more interceptions. Not 1, but 2. And that puts him on 5 for the season. We've played 4 games. He's got 5 picks. I'll take that ratio any day of the week. The guy's starting to make a case for himself, definitely for the Pro Bowl, but he may be the better Diggs brother. You never know. He's making a case. He's definitely starting to look special, and it's starting to look like, offenses may have to start planning to attack other people. The big one that people are attacking right now is Anthony Brown. Now, don't get me wrong. I've always said Anthony Brown is a liability to this secondary, but he played his ass off yesterday. He did great. I'm not going to say it was a perfect game by any means, but he played a decent game. He broke up some passes, and he's in Pro Football Focus. I believe I heard that he was ranked in the top 5 cornerbacks, and that's because he's given up some big plays. So if he can continue to improve, his biggest problem has always been he doesn't turn around when the ball is in the air. If he can get that squared away, we may have something with Anthony Brown, but time will let us know. Curse looks like a huge threat in the secondary, making big hits. He's flying all over the field. He's making tackles in the backfield. The guy is a headhunter. He had 1 hit that they called a penalty. It was shoulder to shoulder, but that's the kind of defense we like. We'll take those penalties because it's a game changer. It makes your wide receivers question going across the middle. Is Curse there? Who's there? Who do I have to look over my shoulder for when I'm trying to make a play for my quarterback? That's huge for this defense. Osa Odigizua playing huge in the middle of that defensive line. Putting pressure on the quarterback, getting the lineman in the quarterback's face, not giving him a clean pocket, not giving him clear passing lanes. All that pays dividends for your back end. Our back end was terrible, has been terrible for quite the longest time. And now you're seeing with a little bit of pass rush, Micah Parsons, also Digizua, Basham, Urban, all those guys, they're making quarterbacks' lives a little bit more miserable than usual, and it's paying off. You're getting turnovers. Cowboys continue to create turnovers. That's something else we haven't had. So you mix an offense that's out there up and down the field, pick your poison. Do you want to stop the run? Do you want to stop the pass? If you stop both, you have Dak running. Dak's been hesitant, but he's running the football now. And, you know, he did mention in the pregame that that's something he's trying to minimize is his rushing attempts. So you don't see it as much, but if it is necessary, you know the guy can scramble and make plays. Parsons, again, has another sack. Leighton Vander Esch just playing pretty good football. Not great by any means, but he is trying to make a case like, hey, you didn't pick up my option, but he's making a case that he wants to stay here, that he deserves a spot on the field. And you can't hate on that. The guy's playing his ass off, and he's trying to make, you know, like I said, a case to remain on the Cowboys, or if he's picked up, be a starter somewhere else. So continue to watch out for Leighton Vander Esch with Micah Parsons on the field. It's looking like a good combination. I can't hate on that. And, of course, the biggest difference between last year's teams and other teams in the past and this year's team, it's not Mike McCarthy. It's Dan Quinn and Kellen Moore. Those coordinators are the biggest reasons why the Cowboys are playing so much better, creating turnovers, scoring points. And it's a track meet when you play these Cowboys. Now, the defense is still giving up hella yards. We're not going to deny that. But they're creating turnovers, they're getting pressures, and they're stopping the run. So that's the other bugaboo that the Cowboys have had. They couldn't stop the run. We're doing those things. Now we just got to clean up the back end a little more. And this team is dangerous. We have the Giants coming up, who I'm not afraid of. Then we have New England, who played very well against the Bucs, but it was a sloppy game with the rain and everything. Then we're on a bye. Then we have Minnesota, Denver, and Atlanta. So I'd say for the next 5-6 weeks, we're looking okay. If we can come out of there 5-1, 4-2, those are my predictions, I think we'll be all right. And we're starting to show the league that we are undervalued, we are underappreciated, and that we're being underestimated. This Cowboys team ain't Cowboys teams from the past. This Cowboys team is a force to be reckoned with. So with that being said, guys, appreciate you joining me. We'll do it again later this week. Until then, peace.